now I'm going to show you in WeVideo how you can design a lower thirds bar in that. So I'm going to delete what I have here. And I'm going to go up to my stock search. So I'm going to search for videos. And again, like I did for my elements in Canva, I'm going to type in lower thirds this time. Now with lower thirds, you're going to see a bunch of different things. You're going to see some that actually have like 3, like that. And to me, these are just kind of just animated bars. They're kind of basic. I would avoid using those. Now something like this looks pretty professional, where you can maybe have their name here and their professional title over there, or you could use something like this. That's not bad, okay? You probably don't have a whole lot of room at the bottom to do some text there, but you know, just kind of play around with it. You even have some stuff like this, like subscribe. But here's the thing, guys, you cannot edit what that text says. This is like literally a video that is already done, and then you add text over top of it. But as you scroll through these, you're going to find that there are some that you might really like. I know there's a few in here that I like. This one in particular has been one of my favorites because I just really like the cleanness of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that video right here and I'm going to drag it down into my timeline.
Today
editor.
we're here to talk about...
So that's what it looks like. Now you can change the color by double clicking on it, and you can go to color, and then you can do your hue change. Now when you do that, it changes both of these together, okay? You can saturate it a little bit too, so if you want like a nice royal falcon blue, something like that, you can do this. Now if you change your tint, the only problem with your tint is it does the whole graphic overlay, including that gray. So as you tint it, you're changing the color of that, and then it starts to look kind of fake. Now if you go back to 0, that defaults you at 0. It's the same thing with your temperature as well. It's going to do the same thing. So use this carefully. I mean, you could probably achieve something really cool looking, but you don't want to go overboard with it. Contrast is nice, but again, it can be overused or it can be underdone. And same thing with brightness. It could be overused or it could be underdone as well. So you want to find like a nice happy medium for that to settle on. When you click done and you go back,
today we're here to talk about really anything, and one of the topics I want to talk about today is Minecraft.
Okay. Now again, you can resize this. If you double click on it, you can go to scale, make it a little bit smaller. You can even pull this in just a little bit like that. Okay, so text does not come on here.
Today we're here to talk about...
What you have to do is create a text layer for that. So if you go over to track and you click on add text, then you can go to your text over here and choose a text style. Now, there is this caption. So boring, guys. Now that you've seen
Minecraft is one
the graphical elements, the cool lower thirds that you can do, you can see that it looks a lot less basic if you do these instead of that. So that's why last week I encouraged you, don't use these defaults because they're very boring.
One of the top...
Okay, so to do your text, these are your titles. If you click on see all, you're going to see ones that actually have an animation. So these come down like that. Some come up. Some splash across like this. Trailer cuts come down. Custom messages kind of wipe up. Elastic snap is nice because it comes in from the left, very similarly to how the animation in the lower thirds comes in. So personal preference is elastic snap.
To talk about...
So when you put that in, it's up here. All you got to do is click and drag it. You can resize it. And then obviously you can change what it says. So to change what it says, if you double click on it, you can change it. So I'm going to come up here and actually type my subject's name, properly capitalized that is. And then once I do that, I can move it over so it actually best fills up that lower thirds graphic. Now you can change the size in here. It's doing it ever so slightly. Or you can change it by doing that, whichever you prefer. Just find a good spot for it. Click done. And then you want to match up the length of time that your text is on there with your lower thirds video. So do that so they are exact. Come over here, hit play.
Today we're here to talk about really anything, and one of the topics I want to talk about...
That's what it looks like. Now over here we could probably squeeze in his title for senior, his professional title. So we need to add a new track for that. So we need to add another layer. I like things to be pretty uniform, so I want my subject's name to be on top, and then right below that I just made room. I slid this up so I have room for a professional title. I'm going to do the same text style, elastic snap. I'm going to make it the same length as everything else. Going to double click on it and then type in CAHS senior. or you can just put senior, however you want. Really big right now. I definitely have to resize that. Okay, I kind of want things to line up there. That's just the way that my vision is with that. Let's play back and see.
Today, we're here to talk about really anything. And one of the topics I want to talk about
so
today is
two different variations that we have going
by
here,
far.
okay? One is through the WeVideo, lower third search. The other was through Canva. Either way is fine. You know, there are so many different tools that you guys can use. And you, as the content creator, can pick the one that gives you the best results that you like the most. Not the one that you think is just the quickest and easiest, but the one that you feel most comfortable with that gives you the best design that you like the most.